everyone. So apologies for being late. I had class before this, so I'm going to give it a couple of minutes for people to start coming on and then get into this live stream. Okay, so again, apologies that I'm late. I had a class before this, just the realities of being a student and working and content creating and just trying to enjoy my day, which never seems to happen. But I am enjoying this because I get to share with you guys my apartment on Saturday. Well, last live stream that we did, if you tuned in, you saw that I redid part of my apartment space. And that then inspired me to do a really big deep cleaning in my apartment. So I'm going to show you guys a bit of what I've done so far. And I also, if you follow me on Instagram, I had a bit of a builder's problem, but I overcame that and I was able to build a piece of furniture by myself that I'm going to show you guys as well. And then I'm going to give you guys some great tips on how to organize. As I said, I am a full-time intern at Givenchy as a communications and events assistant, and I'm also a full-time student at LAM College where I study fashion media. And on top of that, I freelance and I'm mentored by some great people at Christian Dior, which also is a lot of work on top of everything else that I do. So I'm going to give you some great organizational tips, and hopefully this will help you and inspire you to start spring cleaning your own space, whether that's your bedroom, your house, your apartment, your office, and help you get in line for the rest of the new year. Because if we're being honest, the new year does not start in January, it starts in February. So with that said, I am sitting on my small couch in my small apartment, and in front of me I have my coffee table, which you guys can't see, but I have some products here that I'm going to show you guys. First, that I think, well, actually, first let me show you what I've done with my apartment so far. It's going to be a journey because my apartment is kind of a mess. I'm waiting on donation trucks to come to donate to families in crisis because of COVID, who've been impacted by COVID. So half of my apartment is all closed. But we're gonna start in the corner here where there's all this light. My skin is glowing. I did my skincare routine from the first week, if you guys tuned into that as well. So I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see. This is the new desk area. So it's pretty much the same, but it has some new bits to it. As you can kind of already see already, there are some new organizational things like planners and journals. I've also kind of just made the space a little bit more minimal, just because I did put together this table and it's not as sturdy. So I had an incident the night last Thursday when I went to go sit at my table and do something, and no, I was vacuuming, and the oil diffuser that I had on here, it spilled and it ruined my print in the corner, which you can't tell, but I can tell. So yeah, I had to do some rearranging with that, but this is the final product, which I do love. Yes, it's very clean and simple, and it just kind of is all cohesive. So here we have this little corner here. I'm gonna try and set my camera down so you guys can see. Here I have the marble bookends, and on the end, or within the bookends, you can see that I have my new graphic image hardcover journal. This baby is so chic. I don't know if you guys can tell from the sides how just good quality this is. I am a sucker for stationery, so when I saw this, I knew I had to have it just because it's simple, it's black, it's got great detailing on the cover of it, and it's just very minimal, which is me. But then the ends are that beautiful gold. It I was really surprised when I unboxed it. I wasn't expecting this, but it's great. And then for all the girls and guys and binary pals who don't like writing in college ruled, this is a wide world journal. So it's got lots of space. It's not dated or anything, so you can really use this for whatever. Oh, hopefully it smells nice. Yeah, the oil diffuser does smell really nice. I'll show you where it's ended up, but my table still smells like it. But yeah, so this is my new journal that I have here on my table, and it just fits right into the bookend. I was trying to find some other books, but I'm in the process of doing something, so all my books are like in storage at the moment. So she just fits in right there. I was going to have the outward bind, but I personally like the black just because the gold is a little too gold for the table, but I think it looks really pretty like that. And then moving on, we have some prints that I've already shown you guys. She is stunning. I mean, look at this monthly jotter. So let me pull this up for you guys so you can see. Now, I used to not be like someone who needed like a monthly, like to see something at a month's glance, but I'm a changed person now. Also, this paper clip, so handy. But this is what it looks like inside. And I have not used it yet because I'm also the type of person who gets new stationery and just likes to look at it. Like, I just hate, I don't know. Am I the only one? Like, I just don't want to use it. And it's not that I have like bad handwriting or anything. It's just, it's so clean. But when I do need to use it, this comes in great hand. And also, I don't know if you guys can see in the corner, it doesn't have the actual month. So you can use this literally whenever, which I think is so perfect because for me, I am not a consistent person in most aspects of my life. So I'll start something and then I'll stop. And I don't like getting new, I don't like wasting as far as like, oh, have to get a new journal or a new planner once the new year starts. Like if I can continue to use one that I bought last year, that's really great. So that's kind of what this looks like. Yeah, I don't follow through with anything, Michelle. We're like the same person. I literally have the worst follow through problems. Maybe that'll change though, because this is so pretty. Or I just won't want to use it because, I mean, it's just, she's stunning. But the paper is pretty, I don't think it'll bleed through, but I definitely wouldn't use like an ink, like a for real ink pen on this. But it's got that really pretty like speckled look on it, and it's got a nice feel to it. So yeah, but this is what the monthly planner looks like, and it's just, she's right here. She stays right here on my desk with this massive paper clip because I think that's also really cute. And that paper clip is also here on Verishop. You are interested. I love big paper clips because I can also put them, I'll show you what my magazine pile looks like, but I use them in my magazines, especially when I have to look at new editorials for work. But that is what that looks like. And over here I have, we talked about this last week, but I have this match holder, which is great. You can shop my favorites, and I will be updating it with some of these new items as well, so you guys can shop that. But I also just keep a hand lotion and, of course, a candle. I learned when I moved my table that if you burn a candle too close to the wall, it'll make it black. So I need to figure that out. But so I'm gonna probably have to move it to the middle, but that's what the desk area looks like. So if you can kind of see over here, I have my Savannah basket. She is in real hand right now. Like this, she's doing her job. So right now she's sitting on top of a big brown basket with my apartment number, but not my apartment. I didn't really think about that, but I have to test a lot of different PR products, and I'm very grateful that I get sent a lot of PR products to try out. Whatever I don't use, I donate to a domestic violence shelter here in New York. But when I am testing products out, I kind of just dump them in there. And at the moment, I have some products that you can kind of see peeking out. I have my Ray vitamins. buried deep in there, there are like other products from other brands, but that's kind of what I do. So when I have to, when it's time to come into or start doing like brand reviews or test products, I kind of compile all my new products in there, and I just keep it next to my desk because that's kind of where I do most of my content creating. I use this chair as my background, and I kind of do my product shots over here next to the light of New York. So that's the desk area. Yeah, the basket is so much bigger. So let me just take this down so you guys can see. I've got some random stuff in there, so don't mind it. But this is what the basket looks like up close. And then, I don't know if you can see from like afar, it's pretty big and it's pretty deep. So she's a nice size. And let me grab another basket so you guys can kind of compare. This one is from Target, and it's about the same size, but it's a little bit, I don't know, this, I can fit a lot more in that basket than I could in this one. So she's really a nice size. She is the moment over in this corner too, because that's like the only thing I have over here. But yes, so that is the desk area. And you're gonna move over to the couch area. So I don't know if I linked it in here. I did not. But I do have this throw that is also from one of the brands that I'll end up linking later on. But that's kind of what the couch area looks like. And then I have this whole mess. I'm just being very transparent. This is all going to the donation trucks. They're coming tomorrow. But we're going to move over into this corner. And this corner is where I have built my new storage cabinet. This took a lot from me, you guys. I had no idea what I was doing. And the amazing part was that I didn't understand the instructions. So it took a long time. I thought I needed a drill. I ended up not needing one at all. But this is what it looks like. So it fit perfectly inside this area, which is why I moved my apartment around. So that this could be here. I added 2 candlesticks and a little glass vase. And I don't know if I don't think it's in stock, which is why I didn't add it. But this is from Song Mix. So it was fairly simple. Once I got the hang of putting it together, it was very simple. They sent all of the tools and everything for it. And she houses my Dior journal that's still in the box because, again, I pay a ridiculous amount of money for stationery and I end up not using it because I don't know, it's so pretty. Like the box is so pretty too. You don't even want to take it out of the box. So, and then I also keep some magazines and candles, all that kind of stuff. And then inside this houses some home sprays, some more candles, more PR products, COVID tests, and extra wine glasses because that's extremely important. But I got this and built it. It is on Verishop. I don't know if it's in stock, and I think that's why I didn't attach it in this live stream. But it is from Song Mix, which is on Verishop, so you can shop it. And then lastly, we are going to go to my little corner over here and show you guys kind of my made up I guess nightstand of coffee table books and magazines. But this is what I use those massive paper clips for. So if you can kind of see, let me grab a magazine that has it. I usually get a magazine, and where the sticky is, I would then use the paper clip to kind of lump together the editorials that our brand is featured in. And I like to keep them in here. On the side. So, but because the paper clip is moved over, I had to replace with stickies. But that's kind of what I use it for. And now I think I've shown you everything kind of that was organizational that I improved in my apartment. So now I'm going to share with you guys some of the other good stuff that they sent over so that you guys can get your life in order as well. Let me flip the camera and put you guys back. Also, one of my contacts fell out, so if I don't, if I can't see, that's why. If I squint like Ariana Grande, that's why. Okay, so I have a new planner, and this is what it looks like. I love the abstract design. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of like abstract art. And this planner, let me see if, so this planner also is a good size to carry around. I can put this in my tote bags that I take to work. It also just fits in my everyday like purse. And it's really thick. It's got a good paper quality to it. It's got the organic feel. I don't know, it's like recycled paper. That's what it feels like. And to give you an up close look at what that is, how that looks, I'll bring the camera so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like up close. And I use this for school. Well, I've told myself that that's what it's going to be used for. Well, again, we'll see if it's actually used. And it is paperback. So I think that's my concern, is because I don't like bending things. But this is what the inside of it looks like at a glance. Again, it's perfect for people who have commitment issues like me. There is no like set date or month. You kind of just do it. So this is a good little planner. Again, I wouldn't use a for real ink pen on this. I would maybe use something that's gel so it doesn't bleed through. But it's a good size, and I also like to keep this on my desk inside the bookends that I have. And then next, I have these pouches here. And this, it came in a set of 2. So I'm planning on using this for the pens and things like that I like to take with me. I'm a very specific type of person, or a particular type of person with the type of pens I use. And I don't like leaving them at the office because I feel like people would take them. So I use this to kind of transport my precious stationery to the office and back home every day. And I think it's a good quality as well because it's got that, it's not a mesh, it's like a canvas, and inside it's fairly deep. So you can kind of see in there. This is the empty one. I don't want to show what my for real one looks like, but this is my spare one, which I keep here. I also just like to keep, any like little notes, receipts that I need to take at the end of the day for like expenses and stuff. This is also good for that. You don't have to just use it for pens and pencils and things like that. I tend to store a lot of notes and things that I need to carry on for the rest of the week that will then be like scanned. So this is a great size for that as well. I can carry this in my bag, my purse that I use all the time. So that is, I think, the last product that I have in this live stream. A lot of what you guys saw today was a compilation of everything that I have had over the past 2 weeks, I guess 3 weeks now. So I've put everything together and kind of created a new space, and it's slowly coming together. I feel like once I get all of those donation bags out of the way, my apartment's gonna look really nice, and I'm gonna have a what's it called? I'm gonna have a welcoming party, because technically I haven't had anyone really over to like enjoy themselves in my apartment since I've moved into this space. But if there's anything that you guys want to see a second time, or maybe want to look at a little further that I didn't show, please let me know, because while I'm here in my apartment looks somewhat okay. I'd love to show you guys anything that you're interested in. For me, one last like little organizational tip, I would say that I wouldn't rely just solely on your phone, just because for me, I deal with like 4 different types of calendars. So it's nice to have some things in print that you can carry, that you don't have to rely on Google calendars and Apple calendars to sync everything together. You also would have then, you know, that paper copy. That for me has been the easiest. And when I write things down, I really do remember them more. So maybe that will be helpful for you guys. Again, as someone who typically lives or has like 4 different things going on at 4 different places, it's nice to like be able to remember and look at things and visualize them. Let's see. Yeah, I'm very new to the office environment as well, especially corporate. And then also with my position, it's a bit different. I used to work in PR, which I used to be in the closet, so I would handle samples. And now I do a lot of event planning and mapping, and it's a lot of just like back and forth communication, remembering dates for different events that we're hosting, and knowing what we have going on at a month's glance, which is great that I now have a month's glance calendar so that I can personally write everything down. And again, like because I have a full-time job and then I'm also in school, my school calendar is very different than my work calendar and my scheduling. So to put things down that, you know, because I feel like if I have everything in one place, I get overwhelmed. But if I have other places that I can look at, it's really easy for me to then cross things off the list. So yeah, so because my school schedule and calendar is quite different, I'm able to then separate things and keep things organized. And that's why I love that I have a day planner that doesn't have dates in it, because, you know, again, commitment issues. And I'm glad I have a month at a glance, because my month at a glance works better for my work. My day planner works better for school. And then, you know, whatever is really important just gets synced into the Apple calendar. Okay, again, I'm like struggling because I only have one contact in. So, I don't know if there's anything else that you guys want to see. I see you guys really love the paper clips. I think they're so cute. The brand is Pocketto. I think that's how you say it. And I think I'm a sucker for things like this. It's like one of those things you see like in Target and you just like need it and you don't know why you need it, but you do. And then you end up using it for a lot. Again, like I use it for my magazines when I have to go through magazines. I use it to hold on my month at a glance so I can just flip open to the correct month. I don't know. I just use it for random stuff, but I also am a type of person that hoards documents that I could probably shred, and this is what would come in handy for that. So I don't know if that's going to make my life better or make it a little bit messier. Let's see. And also, I would just like to say that the branding is really nice. Like this is, when I say like high quality, I like spend my days working with like high quality products. So I'm not lying to you when I say something is really good quality, and worth like your money. I'm also that type of person. Like, is it worth it? And I definitely think, especially that journal, I think I might just take you guys back over into that corner because I think it's so nice and it is a good representative of just kind of where my mind is at when I wake up every morning, because my bed is across from it. I feel at ease. Like I feel like my life is kind of streamlined. But I really do think that this journal is exceptionally made well. It's just got that really, I love how heavy it feels. It feels just so heavy, and that's all you really want. And I love the fact that it closes immediately, and it's leather, you guys, so that's also something that it's going to last a long time. Again, I'm not the type of person who likes to just invest in like things that are going to deteriorate in less than like a couple months. I don't like that. And I feel like too, it's going to be cute to look back on. I'm also that kind of person who likes to hold on to like notebooks and things from my past. So I hope to look back and actually use this and then look back on it and see where I was this year, at the end of this year or beginning of next. You know, it's great to have like a little progress check. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna put her back. It's also so nice here right now. Yesterday it was freezing. Well, like the last 4 days it was freezing, but it's starting to warm up and it's got me in such a good mood. I'm so glad that I did my spring cleaning now so that I can go and enjoy the weather this weekend, most likely in Central Park. It's been a while since I've gone up there. Let's see. So yes, so I'm going to just give you guys a last little overview before ending this live stream so you guys can see everything. And if you are following me on Verishop, you will already see that I've posted a video for you guys of some of my favorite bits of my apartment, and everything that you see will be linked or has already been linked. So if there's something that is not being presented in this live stream, it is already on my Verishop page. So this is my desk area. I used to do my makeup and such here, but this is just kind of my table whenever I need to write things, when I have to be an adult, do my bill and write my checks for my rent, which is like the worst time of the month. All of that is done here. Again, when I have to plan things when I have to do admin work for content creating, or if I'm freelancing for someone. Additionally, anything that I need to do when I work from home is done here. So it's simple, it's clean. It's got some books that feature the journal that I'm like obsessed with. And then, of course, some prints, but I also have here this month at a glance. And remember, she's stunning. It's also, I think 8 by 11, like 8.5 by 11. So it's a standard size, which is great. So it's not massive like some of the ones that you can find in store. This is really just like a more practical option. And then, of course, there's paper clips that you guys love. Easy to turn the page to the right or to wherever you are, and your month at a glance. And of course, just some candles, matchstick holder, and hand lotion. I also have my PR basket here. She's so perfect. I love her. It holds all of my PR products that I want to try for the month. And then, of course, got my dirty window that needs to be cleaned and a little view of New York. And then moving over to the couch area, without showing you all of those bags of clothes that are being picked up, I have this throw here, which is not linked in this live stream, but it is linked in the video. And then moving over here past my garment rack. Oops. Oh no, it's frozen. There we go. Oh wait, that was weird. Okay. And then over here is my new storage cabinet from Songmix. I believe it's out of stock, which is why I didn't link it. But this is holding a lot of my extra candles, home sprays, all things that I've purchased on Verishop, other PR products, and it also has some journals and some newspapers, fashion books, things like that, and those beautiful candle holders that I showed you guys last week with my favorite Glasshouse fragrances spray, and then coming over here, we just have my little table of coffee books that also see my paper clips sometimes when I'm going through them, when I need to bookmark important things. And lastly, we have over here, we have the journal that will be used to get me through the rest of the school year, and great little black pouches to help me organize not only my stationery, but whenever I need to carry on receipts and such like that that are for work. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Not too much. It wasn't as eventful as last week's live stream, where I kind of took you along as I reorganized my apartment. I kind of did all of my reorganizing off screen this past weekend so that you guys could kind of see the final product. And of course, I didn't want to spend this live stream building that storage cabinet, because you guys would have seen so many breakdowns and it wouldn't have been that enjoyable. It might have been funny, but not for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week is my last live stream or what's the word for it? My brain is like in French at the moment. Guess in celebration of Black History Month, I'm going to be showing you guys some other products to kind of tie up the month for you guys. I won't actually be in my apartment, which is why I wanted to show you guys what it looks like now. I will be back home in Michigan, as my parents are they're relocating, and they're not looking, they're relocating. So I have to finish cleaning out my bedroom back home. So I'm going to be back home and sharing with you guys some of my favorite bits that I'm taking with me. And yes, of course, you can follow me on Verishop at Truly Area, and you can also follow me on Instagram. I post updates all the time on my apartment. It's like my favorite thing to do. And I also love to share new brands that I find, especially ones that are Black owned. I love supporting Black businesses. I think it's great. And I'm very happy that I've been able to participate in something like this so that you guys can see these brands are incredible, and they've made my apartment so dramatically different. If I can find old photos of what this space looked like before, I will post the before and afters, because these small decor changes have made such a difference in my apartment. And it's like starting to feel like home, which is, I get so unattached. Like, I'm not the type to get attached to a space, but I'm already like becoming attached to my space, and it's sad that I'm going to be leaving in a couple of months. But in the meantime, at least it's nice to look at. Again, you guys can shop these products and get, I believe, 15% off. Am I correct? For the next 30 minutes. So buy the paper clips, buy the journals. Start this year and with a clean space, and be able to, because a clean space allows you to organize your entire life a lot easier. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week at around 4 o'clock, depending on what time my class gets out. But it's usually 4 o'clock that I will see you guys. So have a great rest of the day, and have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next week.